Hey everybody, we are live from Dragon's Keep in Orem, streaming from the basement. And I'm about to mute my computer so you don't hear an echo here. Hopefully that works just fine. But we'll also make sure the sound's working.
Testing.
Guess what? It's not.
That's working.
I'm muted.
Basement.
Oh no. And now we're not. We're live. Yay.
There we go. Just in time. Okay.
Right on.
I always got to check, and I forgot my headphones this time. Because nobody is online. We're all here today.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. We also have two new players with us today. We'll go around and do some introductions, but first, again, as always, I want to say thanks to people who've subscribed, especially the people who've subscribed in the last week or so. Knowing that we're coming back online, appreciate that. Glad that you wanted to follow us and check it out, so I appreciate it. So, big shout outs to, there's a long list, ready? Silent Vector 33, Culpic Doll Streams, Word Drew, Orange Willie, LC Knight, Channel 29, Darth Ninja, Alithia Method, A for Ariana, and Floppy Jalopy, RL.
Floppy Jalopy.
Love it.
Love it.
Awesome.
So, appreciate you all. Glad that you're here, and hope that you enjoy the show. We are going to be streaming now from 7 to 9 every Monday night, and if you would like to join us for a one-shot as a guest, we'd love to have you. Just send me an email to dragonskeeptv@gmail.com or come by and stop in the store. We're here at the Orem Dragons Keep in the basement. I'd show you around, but I just got all the cameras where they're supposed to be, so sorry about that. You can come in and get a tour yourself. Hey, I just got notified that we're kicking off. Good job.
Yay.
Way to go, Twitch.
Doing your job.
Yep. All right, but let me introduce you to the players. Enough about that. You know me. If you've been watching, my name's Ryan. I've been playing D&D for a long, long time, and enjoying every minute of it. Glad that I still get to keep on doing it. I also have a podcast. If you're interested in playing D&D with your kids, because you're old like me, and you've got kids and you wanted to hang out with them more, check out my podcast at dadsanddragons.com. And I talk about tips that we play, and then I talk about tips on how to play with your kids and stuff like that afterwards. After each episode, it's a lot of fun. But let me introduce you to everybody else. We'll start with the top. That's Mark.
Yeah, Mark Welch, been playing D&D a long time, been on the stream now a year, still playing Eddie, the Trickster Cleric, and looking forward to kind of this next set here to see where it takes us.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Really, really, really excited. So
Great. Let's go down to Troy.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Troy. I'm playing Eights. She is actually all of
I'm
a
sorry,
sudden.
did you say your character's name was AIDS?
Eights?
Like
the number.
Okay.
Yeah, not AIDS.
We'll see.
Hopefully not. That'd be terrible. And impossible because she's a warforged. She is an artificer, and she actually has a body now, which is great. She didn't have one a little while ago, so with the time skip, she's become a playable character. Hooray! Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I've been playing D&D for maybe about 2.5 years now, so yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, Eights has been disembodied for the last 2 seasons.
Yep.
and I forgot to say how long I've been playing, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. No, you did, a long time.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
No, you
Since the beginning of time.
That was the first thing you
Yep.
said.
Mark and I are about the same age. We went to high school together, but didn't play D&D together back then.
That's crazy.
Somehow.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was more
Based
than
on
one
that.
D&D group in your guys' high school?
There was.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
it was really surprising. There was a whole science fiction fantasy club, and Ryan wasn't even a member.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the guys I played with. So.
Magic the Gathering was huge in my high school.
Yeah.
So,
All right, let's go to Sam.
yeah, I'm Sam. I've been playing D&D for about 5 years now. I've switched off and on between player and DM. I am playing Jack. He is a swashbuckler hexblade. And yeah, I'm just getting in. I'm excited to join you guys. So,
Awesome. So
Be
we're
fun.
excited to have you. And last but not least,
I am Jason. I will be playing Zafrina, the Tiefling Sorceress. I've been playing for 25 plus years as a player and a DM. And yeah. My subclass, I'm a divine soul sorcerer. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Just jazzed to be on the show.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. All right. I love the new characters that we've got joining the group. We also expect to get Sully back with us after the summer, and that'll be a lot of fun to get.
Very cool.
Get Cameron back too.
Yeah, it would be.
So, okay, he's not gone forever. I know everybody that watches this are actually just Sully fans. So.
It's
He will
probably the
return.
truth.
It's-
He's
yeah.
by far the strongest guy in the group.
It's all right. You guys will love Jack now, so it's okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I was going to
Awesome.
say, we lost our invincible character.
That's true.
We'll see if I'm invincible or not. My other characters are in my other games.
Yep.
All right, let's kick this off then with an update on where the story's at. It's been a year since we ended the last season in game. So the great battle at Harbinger Hammer was finally ended successfully. The dragons disappeared. They didn't magically turn back into Dragonborn, but they flew off after Beshaba was defeated, and they learned that she was not leading them to, this great new place or anything. And the people of Acroa kind of just went back to their lives, but many people from Teor stayed on over at this place, over this new world. And so you've got this great mixing now of refugees / immigrants / explorers from the other side of the wall who are now making their claim, staking their claim around the land. And we'll meet a couple of them tonight even. So
Awesome.
what else is happening in the world since then? What's been going on with our favorite mercenary guild in the last year?
Recovering after our first headquarters burned down. Tobias is paying off that debt still. Because, man, that was his responsibility. So much for that. But it's all good. I think we established a new headquarters, right?
A new
Slash
headquarters, or just
orphanage.
another? That was in Paul Watch, right?
Yeah.
where we
Yeah, on
put
the
that
outskirts of
together.
Paul Watch.
We got that going. I can't remember even what we spent on it. It was a fair amount.
It was a couple 5,000 or 8,000 was.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was about all the
We
money we
sold
had.
that
It was
one-
pretty much had to
that one
sell a
gem
couple
was-
things for it.
Was
Yeah.
it the ring that you sold that you got
Yeah.
the money
Yeah.
for?
Yeah.
That's right. So yeah, we've got that orphanage that we're running that we can also use as a headquarters for the Aedis Intrepidus. Also kind of a recruitment as the kids that orphans maybe don't have anything else to do, right?
You're very good at that, so.
Talent scouting.
So I was going to ask how Eddie's doing with the orphanage, but I see now that it's doing well.
Yeah, it's doing really good. It's doing really good.
Orphanage / rogue school.
Well, why not, right?
They
Why
gotta
not?
have a trade.
Exactly.
Right.
Orphans are very good at it. I was an orphan, so.
There you go. So
We are very good at that.
So yeah, we've got that going. I don't know how successful that you want Aedis Intrepidus. You want them in every city, or
I think you still have branches. I mean,
Yeah.
Troy's got 10 characters in our
Oh, that's
D&D
true. So
campaign.
they can all open their own franchise in each city. So
At least one has gone north to the Goblin Lands. That's where that
Yeah?
story was
Oh,
going
it
to
did.
end up. So
Yeah, but for a while last summer, every week I showed up and there was a new character in our campaign.
my bad.
It worked out, so.
I'm still writing the story, so it's complicated.
So yeah, I think there's still branches out there. And so with your fame and notoriety then, how have you translated that into...
Oh
what
yeah,
you're doing?
just recruiting, as many people as we could. I'm sure that we probably got some pretty good recruits after the battle, right?
Mhm.
Just showing the prowess of
No, for sure.
those
Yeah.
of the other people. I'm sure that we would have looked at expanding and bringing over people from the other side too, if that was something they're interested in, right?
Okay, great.
So open that up.
Great. All right.
Yeah, I was thinking if anything, Azrael would be one of those that just became like a
Yeah.
almost a
Yeah.
contact.
Up in League 8 or something? Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He comes and goes. But,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. We're going to say that Kelvin has gone back with his family,
Okay.
back to Freeholm, reunited with his father, who's finally proud of him, finally.
And it
Finally.
feels so good.
Yeah.
Long story.
And Sully is back off learning to be a tree god
Mhm.
in the forest. So
Forgot about that.
he
He's learning how to be a tree
with,
daddy.
with that stuff.
Tree father.
The tree
Yeah.
father. That's
That's what Eddie keeps calling him.
So,
Yep.
all right. A day ago, a mysterious stranger showed up on the doorstep of Audax Intrepidus's headquarters
Mhm.
and introduced themselves as being sent by Lady Sylvana. Why don't you describe how that went, Sam?
Yeah, so you want me to describe how,
Yeah.
like, the introduction went?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just describe Jack first. So he's kind of tall. He's around 6'1", very long, sandy blonde hair. He's just imagine a pirate, right? He grew up hearing all about pirates, and he wanted to be a pirate. So he's wearing that like long red trench coat with the cap, like a feather in his cap, and all that.
Yep.
No sword though. You can see daggers, but that's it.
Okay.
And he probably would explain to you that he broke into Lady Sylvana's library because thinking that there was treasure in there, and she offered him a choice to either die or serve her. So he
Looks like
decided
you made the right choice.
So I'm here.
We all made similar choices.
We all have made similar choices with Sylvana. She's very persuasive.
She is very persuasive, isn't she?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah, I figured it'd be best. I'm okay with it.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yep.
eventually, you have got to legitimize your career. So whatever it might be, maybe this will be the jumping point for you.
Exactly.
And Adis and Trippus is always looking for talent too. When you're done fulfilling your requirements,
We are a large group of troublemakers.
Yeah,
I
you'll
like
figure
that.
out.
So. Yep.
Okay. Not even just the next day, someone else new shows up on the doorstep, and she brings with her an interesting offer. Why don't you describe Zafrina showing up in the offices?
Safrina is, just give you a little bit of a description. She's about 5'6", maybe as much as 5'8", and she doesn't have like the customary horns that kind of curl around. Hers go straight back up, black, and along all of her features, she's got kind of a coal burning or maybe an ember color red skin, but on all of her features, including some of the more shadowed areas of her horns, and also like under her cheekbones and also tips of her fingers, there is a visible luminescence, like a purple color that goes from her fingers and then is gradient up her hands and then eventually just disappears.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
So she is a tiefling, but there's definitely something else physically going on there, and she approaches and she says, "Is this the mercenary guild? What's the name of their thing again? Intrepidus?
Adux Intrepidus.
Yeah.
Just
be
Adux
Intrepidus.
Intrepidus?
That works.
Yeah. This is us.
Wonderful. I was curious if you would be interested in some work, paid work, of course."
Well, we're always interested in paid work. What do you have in mind?
I was going to say, you hear a dull thump from the back room, and it's like AIDS is busy working on it. Did you say pay?
Coin.
Yes, I recently been tasked with or given a proposition where we need to procure a item of intrinsic and perhaps sentimental value to someone along the higher rungs of society, preferably without her knowing we've procured it.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
It is at the husband's request, that we procure such items, so it's not entirely
Fine.
against the law. But she doesn't want to
Kind of
procure.
permission. Half permission, I guess that would be.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The pay's not bad. Comes directly from one of the nobles here in Polwatch. I thought I'd come to you first before one of the other major guilds in the city because I've had yet to have a chance to work with you, and I would like to establish some kind of working relationship.
Yeah, sure. That's we're always open for new contracts and new experiences.
Mhm.
So, which of the noble houses are we procuring this item from? I just want to make sure it's not one that we have any dealings with.
We've
I don't see any
may
last
or may
names
not
in
have
here.
ruined quite a few relationships.
You guys- you don't double dip.
No, not usually.
That's good. That's good to know.
Try not to.
I'll remember
I do
that.
later.
We run protection over here.
It's House Alderare.
Okay. And I cannot remember if we had any. That's not.
You have not yet.
Okay, that's
No.
not that one
Okay.
kid that we were trying to get.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
No, I
Making
thought
sure it was
about working him back in this very first
that.
session,
You're
but
welcome to. I just
he'll come back.
Yeah.
I would have been
You just need
100% for
to
that.
add more to that. Okay.
What is it that we are procuring?
Her husband seems to be under the impression that she's being mind-controlled by a magical stone. She herself is a archmage of considerable power and note. She, recently has come under the sway, allegedly, of something that he's not very keen on.
Interesting.
What are we going to do with this item once we procure it?
We'll return it to the husband, and then
Okay.
he'll pay us in a matter of intrinsic items ourselves that we'll get to select from.
Interesting. Would Eights know, is she a ranking member in Pal Watch? Is she a ruling member of the city at all?
The person that you're going
Mhm.
after, they are nobles. You can make a history check.
Hmm.
Tobias might know. He spent the most time here.
Yeah. Let's try that again. Well, maybe not. Well, actually, my history is really good. That's a new thing to me. 11, actually.
You
I got a
recognize
nice-
you
yeah.
recognize the name.
Mm-hmm.
They're not on the council
Gotcha.
necessarily, but they are somewhat
They're connected.
They're connected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very wealthy. Then 11, you might know that the husband, Eliphas, is a longtime collector of antiquities and magical items.
The husband.
The husband has
Gotcha.
quite a
Okay.
collection of these things. That's kind of where his influence is.
Gotcha. Eliphas, and what was her name?
Her name is Zorhana.
Eliphas and Zorhana.
Now,
Gotcha.
the heist, as I'll refer to it, is to take place a couple of nights from now at the Winter Solstice Gala at Pelisette Hall. I have an invitation for myself and for 3 others.
Interesting.
That means that we can go.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
we are
that
the
works.
we're the most skilled practitioners here. So everyone else is below us. We really probably wouldn't want to hand it off to one of our younger, less experienced people. So yeah, we'll be the ones then. Do we have aliases that you'd want us under
was
of
gonna
any
say.
type?
Tobias laughs and wanders off into another hole.
Bye, Tobias.
And I'm able to disguise myself very convincingly, look like someone else other than myself.
I can too.
I
take off the
as
hat and
I-
like change my
As I
party.
am interested in working with you, I would very much like to see what your process is. So I will leave this up to you. Just know that whatever names are on these invitations, that's the name you must assume. I don't know if the invitations are
Nice.
pre-filled
No,
out or not.
I like that. Absolutely. They probably are.
You see, my process is get in, take what I need, and get out.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
And she kind of ignores you and then turns.
Well, I mean, she will be there, and she will be wearing this
Yes,
item.
I've. Well, according to the husband, she refuses to take off the stone, which has been mounted in a necklace.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So it's going to be pretty noticeable. Do we have an idea of what it looks like? And it's in 2 days, 3 days?
Correct, in 3 days, right?
It says a few days.
A few days.
Yeah.
It's on the winter solstice, which is, checks my watch, 3 days from now.
I'm just wondering if maybe, I don't know if you have smuggling contacts, potentially being a former sailor, that you might be able to get us something that could look like what we're trying to replace. And I don't know if we want to try to do a switcheroo or just an
Did they
outright
include
steal.
Definitely
any,
try.
Do we know what
Did
it
they
looks
include
like?
any sketches of the necklace?
Let's see. On the list of things
I
that
do
you
have
know about the
contacts.
shard,
Or I can even.
you know that it has a
manufacture
name.
something.
Oh, that's right. Actually,
Yeah.
can't you manufacture a small item
Mhm.
But I
using your?
don't.
Okay.
I would not say that you've seen it. In fact, he specifically says that she pulled it out just recently
And mounted
to
it,
try
yeah.
it on, and so it's not something that she wears often.
So she doesn't wear it that often.
No.
But we think that she's going to be wearing it during
Right.
the gala.
But you wouldn't know ahead of time necessarily what it looks like.
I
That's
can.
what you got.
So
We
an
need-
abduction is probably more likely than a.
Yeah. Do we need to steal it at the gala, or would we be able to steal it before?
The request is to steal it at the gala.
Well,
And
That's
I'm
when we should
sure he's
probably
gone
do it.
through a great deal of trouble to secure
Oh,
these
okay.
these invitations.
So as a condition, does your patron want it to be discovered at the gala that she's lost this, or is this to be?
He's not particularly clear. He seems to be under the impression that once the jewel has been removed, she'll go back to acting as normal.
Oh,
Okay.
Which,
so either way they'll know.
So
However,
you could
it-
engineer an accident where you could snatch it off of her neck. Yeah.
I just need to get close.
before
Yeah.
we get too much further down this road,
Yeah,
a little bit more information that may be pertinent to
Oh,
it.
perfect. Yes.
May
please.
not. It's entirely up to you. The gem in question, which has now been mounted into this necklace, apparently the previous owners were a trio of hags, known as the Crestfall Coven. I don't know if that name means anything to you.
Would I know anything
Yeah,
about that?
We ran into hags when we were with Sully's people,
Yeah,
right? And that was
so-
the Crestfall Coven.
Yeah, out in the woods, the dark forest.
Mm-hmm.
The dark forest. It always sounds like a German
Yeah.
thing.
The dark
The dark forest.
The dark
Uh-huh.
That's French. I was
Where
looking
we
French.
cultivate our ham.
Kind of turned from
And it is that.
Yeah.
It is that
Sorry
coven,
about that.
right? That's the
Yeah,
same-
it would be the same coven.
Mm.
Near Warforged.
Do
Also-
we?
I was gonna say,
Go ahead.
we'll never let it be said.
Also,
that my
something
German
else that
accent
might
is
be
any good.
pertinent, that makes a quick snatch and grab a little bit more difficult, that Zorhana paid a master jeweler to craft this platinum necklace that the jewel is mounted in.
Hmm.
And if it's removed, the necklace from Zoharana's neck, the necklace automatically teleports to a secret vault in Palisade Hall. The vault
Ah.
is located somewhere in Zoharana's bedchamber on the 2nd floor. The necklace doesn't teleport if it's removed from the vault, so stealing it requires that it be taken from that location and not from Zohana.
Split the party. Perfect.
Yeah, that's what I was
And they're just as far as stealing it beforehand. Their estate is down on the sea, down on the lake.
Mhm.
So it's
Oh, okay.
it's travel time to get down there and whatnot. That's
But
where-
Is the
we're
gala
not
not
sup- supposed to. We're not supposed to.
You wouldn't be there before the gala. I mean, you'd be there the day of the gala anyway. So you could sneak in before it started, perhaps, but it'd still be the same day.
So the gala is not at their home.
It is at their estate, which is a day and a half.
Probably pretty
Travel away.
sizable itself anyway.
Okay.
So
Now, obviously, there will be other guests there. Many of the rich and famous in Paul Watch are supposedly supposed to attend. Also, there will be a few families there from Freeholm, according to reports I've been able to gather. This is a party, so, things like carrying great swords, armor are a bit frowned upon.
Right.
So you might want to take that into consideration as part of your planning.
Why is it frowned on?
Because it's bad form.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess so.
So-
It's all polite.
As soon as we remove the necklace from her neck, then it teleports to their estate, which is here in the city, or to their house, their vault here in the city.
It is the
The vault is in her bedroom.
in her bedroom at her estate.
So it's in the same
Gotcha.
place.
I was thinking
Okay,
it was
that's
gonna-
why I was confused.
I thought he was
Yeah,
going to
okay.
teleport us from the
Yeah.
country back to the city.
That's why I asked where the gala
Sorry,
was.
all of this is at Palisade Hall, which is
Okay.
in the town of Palisade, which is on the lake.
And
Gotcha.
if I remember correctly from the schematics, the floor plan of the building,
Mhm.
the ballroom, I believe, is on the first floor,
Okay.
along with the banquet hall and the parlor and the art gallery and the other things that you might be interested to see at a party.
And they
do-
gave you a map of the.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Okay.
And,
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
And do we know
I know,
where?
bring it right up on.
Okay,
as
with
he
that
unrolls
map,
I'll
is
put
that
it up
what's
on
in?
Roll20.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Yeah, we should probably get on that, huh?
Yeah.
And the second floor is where this vault is supposed to be hidden.
It's hidden on the second floor, so we don't know exactly where it is.
Okay, yeah, I see. Okay, basement.
So now, in my opinion, is you've got a.
No, but there's a balcony at least. So yeah.
You could try to do a simultaneous, everybody linking hands while someone's grasping the necklace. Seems unlikely. But we could do this. Or we could have the other three others slip upstairs, try to locate the vault,
itself. Mhm.
while the fourth stays on the floor to do the snatch once we've located the vault.
We can do
That's-
that.
But
Well,
that would
that sounds
probably
reasonable,
put
'cause-
either you or you doing the snatch.
Yeah, eights isn't exactly.
Well,
I don't know if she would fit in on the floor.
contrary to popular belief, not all tieflings are great at skulking about the shadows. I'm much more of a person.
like arrogant. Yes, I see that.
But could you play the drunk fool?
I could play.
See, I was thinking that we could cause a distraction,
But
and then
I could play
we
a
could
drunk.
sneak up.
But a fool, I have a bit of an issue. I do have a
Of course it's a
reputation. I do have a reputation to maintain.
Okay.
And there will be the rich and the popular and the famous. I do not wish to look like a fool in front of my clientele, and I do not wish for you to have me be made the fool in front of my clientele. So let's perhaps work this at a different angle.
But if playing the fool gets us what we need, why does this matter?
Well, I just think that one such as yourself will fit it so much better.
Yes. I am very good at it.
I was just gonna say,
I see that.
eights perks up. I like playing the genius personally. I don't know if I would. I don't sneak very well, so I could be part of the floor team if that
With a
matters.
distraction potentially.
Mhm.
I do think that's
Grabbing my
something, though.
gun.
I am very
I'm
stealthy.
very good at distractions.
I will look at your gun. What is that?
Yes, it's. I love this. I've got an immovable rod as my arcane firearm.
That is
So-
amazing.
I can move and then not move very quickly.
There's no kickback. That's nice.
Yep, exactly. No recoil.
That is interesting. Okay. So I don't know how we would split the group up though, because we've got to have somebody that should be able to
Do we know if there's going to be any like guards patrolling the second level?
This is a party for the rich and famous. Of course, there will be guards.
Probably.
But of course, I mean I've been there multiple times, but on the second level when nobody is allowed.
That's where probably the most guards will be, because no one's supposed to be there.
That makes no sense to me, but I
Now,
think they would be where the people are. But
as
okay.
far as a distraction goes, we probably don't have to do much. Remember, this is a party. There will be lots of people. She
on a
will
show.
want. She will want to engage. She will want to appear like herself,
Mhm.
assuming that whatever is controlling her, allegedly, has any degree of intelligence.
Mhm.
Wants to remain somewhat hidden before it can do whatever it is it's trying to do. So she will probably be a bit distracted anyway. I think the angle is to try to get the necklace to teleport.
Mhm.
Find a way to activate the teleport.
Probably as soon as possible. And then keep
Perhaps.
everything else distracted on the first floor.
I mean, who's to say? As far as timing goes, sometimes the beginning is better, sometimes the end is better, sometimes the end is better. It all depends on when they start serving drinks.
This is true. Very true. I was going to say, interested in the servants' quarters in the basement. I don't know if there's a direct way up from. I don't know if well, I guess since we're all invited.
Yeah, no, we all go.
No need
we
to
can all
sneak
go
in.
in,
Yeah.
and then we could actually go in. Well, I guess we could change our, because I could look like one person going in, make a complete disguise change once we're there to look like someone else entirely, so that or someone else that's near there.
Or a guard. Once we know what they look like.
Would your patron be complicit with us?
I imagine so.
If I were to take on his appearance and took the necklace off of
No,
his wife?
that he would
That
not.
he wouldn't do?
That he would not
Probably
be
not.
okay with.
Okay, you
He
tried.
himself cannot be
Implicated in it? Okay.
implicated.
Mhm.
Okay, so he has to have an alibi.
Or just not be directly involved.
Sure.
Do we have an idea of where the vault is in the main bedroom?
No.
Or we assume it's
Not
The
connected to the
husband did
bedroom.
not tell us.
So we will need to have somebody
Because it
who
could
has
be in
the
the
skill
study.
set to find it, open it, and retrieve said stone from it, and then
I wonder if you could find it, open it, so that that's done.
What?
I was just gonna say, I wonder if your character could find it and open
No,
it.
that was in character.
Okay.
Sorry.
Could find it and open it, and then once you have that done, we between Eights and I, we could create a distraction potentially, and then I could go for the snatch.
Do we have a way to communicate?
I
Long
can.
distances.
I can communicate magically over short distances.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do the same if I can see you.
Do we know if they have any magical capabilities?
Wait.
To discover people.
Oh yeah,
I'm-
you guys don't have Sully anymore, huh?
I-
Sully was always hooking you guys up with the.
Yep.
I'm confident.
Magical
I
walkie-talkie.
am confident that with a relic from a coven of hags, and then her herself being an esteemed archmage, it's very likely that we'll run into some magical obstacles.
Yeah,
I
that
see.
is true.
I see.
In fact, it'd probably be wise to look for the magic, if anything. That might lead us to it. If we have detect magic,
You can do
looking
that
for something
pretty-
specific, yeah,
pretty
I could do
readily.
that. I could do that. But I don't know if I want to be on the first floor or the second floor team.
I think that our team here is small enough that we have to, at some point, realize and agree that we might have to be moving back and forth between the
Yeah.
floors. Our skill sets, it doesn't appear to be wide enough to just have all of us only dedicated to one task.
I think you're right.
But I apologize, I'm involving myself too much. I want to see how you plan. I want to see what you do and how you will approach this task.
Mm-hmm.
Can my Eldritch Cannon climb walls? No, probably
Nope.
not.
Yeah, it doesn't. It has a movement speed.
It does, 15
While
foot. Yeah.
Well, we can't.
But it
We
doesn't
can't.
fly. It's not like a...
Attacking should not be something we should even be considering because there's going to be way too many people there. I mean,
Not only that, but most of our items
Yeah.
we won't be able to bring with us.
True.
That's a problem for you. And I'll just summon my sword.
This
I
is
see.
true.
Now, we may not
Makes it
have to
vanish.
do this alone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are many people there that some of them we may know. I'm sure there will be at least
That's true.
one
Do
or
we
two
have any contacts
organizations that might be there. I don't know
We
who
reach
you
out
have
to?
contacts with. Out of character. It says
Mhm.
there we have contacts, 2 groups
Okay.
that will know there, but I don't know which groups you guys know and which ones you don't.
Who do you think would get invited to
Well, I mean,
something like this?
the chain breakers are going to be there, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you love those.
I could assume one of my fences would be invited, since he's an antiquity.
Do we still the Paul Watch is where we the Tisnips people the gnomish don't
Yeah.
didn't we help one of them out with something? I don't remember now.
Correct. And you could assume that, what's his name's father would probably be there too. Let me look up their names again.
I also
Agamemnon.
might have some contacts that'll be there, but I think it would probably be better if it was their contacts
Mhm.
rather than mine.
Yeah. Was it the father of the kid that we helped?
Yeah.
Well, he'll
For
be
visitors,
there.
he'll be
for
there.
Yeah, he'll be there, but
He doesn't
no.
particularly like us.
We had no more
He
on
likes you guys.
the.
Does he?
Well, I mean,
Uh,
you got his son back, but it turned out he was not the greatest guy.
We didn't like
No.
him, is what it was. He's not the greatest.
That's
dude.
true.
No, the leader of the Everlasting Peaks, she was the one that we helped out with.
Yes, that was the. That
But I
was,
can't remember what her name is.
Her name was. I gotta go back up.
It's not Tisnip.
No,
that's
Tisnip was the name of the gnome that was in Paul Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says
Yeah,
there were
inventor
people,
of the-
notable families from Paul Watch and Freeholm.
Yeah, that would be Diawin.
Daiwin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll most likely be there.
Yeah, you would know. Any of your Iron Covenant people would be there? No.
Is that relationship still open, or did that end up getting closed with everything? that was-
It's pretty close, but like I said, you might know somebody there.
okay.
Agamond was the name of the
Mm-hmm.
the gentleman that you helped rescue his son,
I'll go.
and yeah, if Jack knew perhaps one of his fences
As they're
was in
discussing
there
this,
too.
I'll just venture. Here's the thing about relationships, even ones that seem to have run their course as far as favors go. A lot of times they don't need to like you, they just have to respect you.
Well,
and
that's-
the gold that you give them to do a task.
or vice versa. Because I don't particularly like Agamond, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't be opposed to using him.
True.
And he has, is obviously a little bit of a distasteful person, so he may be easily bought to do something.
And he
for
also
us.
might be interested in making the acquaintance of someone who deals in antiquities and whose wife
Sure.
is an archmage. That could be a beneficial relationship long
Yeah.
term.
That's true.
Until he tries something weird, but yeah.
That's the thing.
That's true. And we probably don't need to show him all our cards. Just more, we're trying to pull him into.
We just need somebody to unlatch the back. So
Right.
it's all we need. Someone
Right.
capable, willing, and someone we can buy.
So that, well, the Agamond's definitely the place to go then, because Dre, what was her name again? Dre
Diawin?
Daiwin would do it as a favor potentially, or have someone do it as a favor, but I don't know if she would love the what do you call it?
consequences.
Yeah, the consequences. She just wouldn't. The intrigue of it. I don't think that it would be something she'd be interested in doing.
Nah,
So
nah.
I think Agamon's the better way to go. Is he in the city currently?
Yeah,
Can we
his
find
his estate is just outside the city.
Does he
And
respect?
before you leave, you could find out that yes, he does have an invitation to attend.
Mm.
Yeah.
Does he respect and fear you enough?
I don't know about fear. He does respect us. I mean, we did.
Respect or fear?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that he respects us.
All right, so that you believe that if you gave him an incentive, a monetary incentive to perform this task, he would do it without no questions asked, and it would not
It's-
find its way back to your.
It's
you-
probably worth a conversation at the very least.
Right, well,
And at the
We could
very
have
least,
it-
he
we
would
could-
approach her.
Well, no,
What
I mean,
happens
we
after
could
that?
just have a conversation with Agumon, see if he's amenable to it.
Yeah.
But my charisma's not great. So somebody with a better charisma would probably be better. I can make the introduction.
if you
But-
think, I would be happy to speak with him if you want to bring.
Yeah. If you-
Arrange a meeting for later this afternoon.
we could get that done super easily. So I get one of our guys and have him go run messages to see if we can get an audience with Agumon today.
All right.
I don't know if we want to just drop by. Is that a thing here? What? How do you know?
No, it would be
Yeah. By invitation kind of thing.
yeah.
It would be kind of like, hey,
There's
come.
court rules and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Sure.
So, however, it would be customary to kind of call up a business meeting
All right.
with a guy like that,
Okay.
and we'll deliver it from Adex and Trivenus, referring to who he knew Eddie and one of your Jin.
Bias or
Jin, yeah.
Jin, he would have known Jin and yeah.
Uh-huh.
Who else
All
was
right.
there?
You hear back that he is on the road, but
Oh.
would be happy to meet with you at Palisade.
At where?
Okay.
At the thing. So he's already headed out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You want to?
Well, that's plan A.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that I mean, he seems like he's the right guy to do that. But if we have to just chase him down, though, because he's on his way to the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who this is.
I mean,
I've never met him.
yeah, I think it's going to be our best shot, but that it then becomes our only shot.
So
Yeah.
Agamond is a wealthy experimenter
Mhm.
who decided it was a good idea to steal from a lich,
Oh,
or
whoops.
to try and cheat a lich.
Yeah, cheat a lich.
Cheat a
Cheat a
lich,
lich.
yeah.
And he
well.
got his son cursed,
Mhm.
and hired these ones to rescue his son. Where they met the Archlich and then found out what was actually going on. And
Yeah.
You darling, you seem like perhaps one who's maybe had a slippery finger or two in one's past. Is this not something that you could do as part of your skill set?
Yes.
To unlock, but I think we also.
I've
need
already
him
said
to
that I can
find
do this.
So where's what's the
That'd
time
be plan
lapse
B.
between when we unclasp it and how long we have to get to the vault? Like
Because-
what's that
so
going to do
it'll-
to the party,
Right.
right?
Well, I mean, there's more than one way to open a safe, right? I mean,
Well, of course.
there's some people that do it with lockpicks. There's other people that do it with magic.
Yeah.
I personally have not developed that type of skill,
That's the
but
art of lockpicking.
but there
Certain
are
people do not have that.
indeed, and there are other skills that I'm sure, in fact, I'm very sure that you yourself do not possess.
Like what?
You'll learn.
I don't know what she means by that.
And I say, but if I understand, you said earlier you like to play the genius. Is that correct?
I am one for that, yes.
What is your skill set?
Basically, like, a bunch of tools just come out of her wrist. It's like, well, I'm an inventor. So if we need tools for this, I can make them. I can make them on the road.
Do you have a proficiency in? Oh, you have proficiency in all tools by 9th level as an artificer.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do the safe, but it's getting up there.
Mm-hmm. So that is an option.
I could cast polymorph on you, turn you into a small creature that we could then release at the gala,
That's true.
where you could go up to the find the safe.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you're the one doing the unclasping, and now when the brooch unclasps, it does not take whoever's touching it with it, just the brooch itself.
My information is that the necklace itself teleports.
Okay.
Hmm.
So if you can locate it, then and let me know where it is, then I could make sure I understand Dimension Door really quickly,
Yeah.
because I do not think.
I mean, also, I know there are
Oh, and
scrolls that perhaps we could purchase if there's magic that we need to cast that's not quite part of our current repertoire.
Yeah, send or a message might be something we would need to get a hold of if we can. You can probably cast that as a cantrip.
I can, yeah.
I personally can.
Oh, you can as well.
But there's also spells like knock, invisibility.
Yep.
I mean, artificers
Right.
can cast spells from scrolls, right?
I can. Yep.
How readily are magical scrolls available? We've not asked that.
No,
As of
it'd be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So, but you could probably get a hold of a couple. Let's
I
say
mean,
2.
They're second level spells.
Yeah.
So I mean, as
Yeah.
far as
Invisibility at least would be kind of nice.
invisibility might be a first level. I don't remember.
I believe it is, but invisibility is not that hard to foil, unfortunately. And then in 5e, it's kind of.
Let's see.
Yeah, because I actually have invisibility. That's one of the spells I chose.
Oh, so you do have invisibility?
Yeah.
Nice.
Gosh, I keep going back and forth. Which one of you
so-
guys would be better to do this?
I don't know.
Spell ends if for a target
I'm
that
just not
attacks
very
or casts
social
a
or
spell.
sneaky, so
But you can roll to, like, the enemy can roll to see if they see you.
Probably hear you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, more hear than see, right? Or unless
Oh,
you
yeah,
have
that's the
true
problem.
sight,
That
because
is the
true
problem
sight
with,
can just see
with
through it.
transfer to polymorphing you too, because then you end up with the same intelligence of the creature you're polymorphed into. So
Oh,
you got to be
wow.
careful with that. You don't.
Well, I'm trying
you don't
to-
retain your intelligence.
Yeah, wild shape's a much better version of that.
Yes, of course.
Because I'm an Eladrin, so, and I'm summer right now. I'm trying to remember if I can change that or not. I don't remember.
I think you can.
I think you can after every long rest, right?
See, because that's the other thing that once we have, because Dimension Door will allow one character and another transport to a location that it says
Right.
that you know exactly where it is. So whether or not someone
I think the
could
thing with
describe
Dimension Door, though, it's big, so you would have to find a hidden place to do it. It's actually like it summons a door,
Oh, I guess that's true.
so you can do it in the middle of the party, right?
Yeah, no.
But with this Eladrin, I think it's spring. Yeah, you can touch one willing creature within 5 feet of you, and it teleports instead of you. So I could teleport him up to the balcony
Okay.
oh yeah. Or if anything, we can grab some.
if it's 30 feet.
Scrolls of what is it? They're walking on walls.
Spider climb.
Yeah, I actually have
Yeah.
that as a spell too.
No, it just says teleport. It just says you teleport yourself from your current location in any other spot within range.
Oh,
You
okay.
arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by staying distanced in directions such as 200 feet straight downward or upward.
Oh.
That's
and
cool.
North and west at a 45-degree angle. So, and then you can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed you what you carry. You can also bring one willing creature. So that could take 2 of us right to the room after that, or after it gets transported. But that would require someone finding it, and then also someone unlatching the.
Right.
I can engage her in conversation and keep her attention
Keep her
focused. Keep her distracted, but someone else will have to unlatch, which hopefully will be our man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If he won't agree to that, then maybe he can unlatch, and then you two immediately can go, and both of you can teleport, and he can stay on the floor team with me.
I could do that.
And as she so lovely put, I'm very good at acting drunk.
Yeah.
Or even being drunk.
Can you disguise self? How many times can you do that?
I can't disguise.
Oh, you
self,
can't?
actually.
Oh, okay.
That was just a joke.
But
Oh,
you
okay.
said you could disguise. Could you disguise him?
I cannot. No,
No.
disguise self does not work that way. It's an
Oh, I was under the
illusionary
impression that you had
That is not one of my spells.
makeup, old-fashioned way.
spell.
Oh,
I
disguise
mean,
kit.
I could do that as well, disguise kit for sure. And actually, I could also allow him. I don't know if Eddie would do this. No, he wouldn't.
Okay.
He could. He may. Nah, he wouldn't let you take his glamour armor. He's not. He's got +1 steady.
That's fair.
I was thinking maybe I could. Yeah. Nah,
Well,
he
that's
couldn't do
how
that.
you would bring your armor into the.
Well, yeah,
party.
that's how Eddie's going. He's gonna just have
Yeah.
ball clothes on
Yeah.
that look like his armor. So.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna. We've got to wrap up the planning
Okay.
and get on with it.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
so let's try to
It
engage
sounds like you have
Agamon.
a basic
If we
plan.
don't, then
Yeah.
we'll try. Then we'll do a distraction, and maybe you can short a circuit and go
So-
smack it off her chest or something.
Plan A is that. Plan B is winging it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
That's my favorite one. I
Yeah.
think we're gonna have to do that.
It's usually what
Plan B is
happens,
persuade
right?
and snatch. Yeah. Something like that.
All right.
Just as a question though, a knock scroll. What would that end up? Could we acquire one in the time we have? And because you having that would be
Yeah.
pretty critical.
That'd be a good back. that
Just
would be
because then
an
it could just be
excellent
done quickly.
Yeah.
Although it would be loud.
back. Yeah.
Let me get what you emailed me before.
And I mean, technically, my arcane firearm is part of my armor, so I can conceal it and cast magic that way. So. Being a robot's kind of nice sometimes.
You want knock?
Mm-hmm.
And knock it would run you 120 gold or more. Let's say 240.
240?
Yeah.
And what's the, well, we always have to consider cost of, cost of the, would that investment wipe out any proceeds that we were looking, I don't know what we're getting paid for this.
Or I don't know how much Tobias might have now
Well,
over a
Eddie
year.
only
I
has,
don't know.
well, yeah, that's true
Because
too.
AIDS
What are our,
doesn't have
what are our
anything.
Your resources now?
Yeah.
Because I've got
Um,
60 gold pieces on my character.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
I-
15.
I don't know how much gold I have. I asked you and I didn't
Oh,
hear
yeah,
back.
that's probably not enough. I would go without the scrolls this time. I think you guys will be all right, but we'll see.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fair.
We'll see how we
Let's
roll.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, of the 4 potions of greater healing I had from
Oh,
sessions ago,
Yeah.
I'm assuming those all got used
Yeah.
in the battle. I just want to
yeah.
make sure.
We'll start over with that.
Yeah.
No healing for you.
No healing potions. No dragon scale
No
potions.
dragon cell potions. Dang it.
That would be a wonderful distraction.
I know
All
all
of a
those
sudden,
things got
dragon.
Okay. All right. You arrive at the manor at Palisade Hall.
While we're on our way, is this? It takes several days to get there and several days to get. Or
Day
it
and a
takes a day and a half to get
Yeah,
there.
day
Day
and
and
a
a
half
half
to
to
get
get
back.
back.
Yeah.
Are accommodations being provided at the hall or nearby?
It is a small town, so
oh, okay.
there's
there are
a
accommodations in town.
in town.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
you can find.
I just wanted to make sure we weren't staying on premises because that can get
No.
awkward quick.
No, you'll be staying in probably at an inn in the
A little
town.
bit, yeah.
Actually, yeah, we might as well get there as early as we can, and then maybe we can find somebody if Agamon doesn't work out. Because we had a couple of days, and it's only a day and a half ride.
Yeah,
so let's
it's
just
okay.
get gone.
I mean,
Mhm.
we could
Might
even
as
get
well.
the
There.
place if we
Yeah,
need
we
to.
can.
It would-
I was gonna say we should probably scope it out.
We definitely
Yeah.
should. I wonder if you could go in the day before and see maybe.
Yeah, I could try.
Okay, let's try that.
Okay.
I'm really good at escaping, so.
Yeah.
You stay at the Loch Winnis Inn.
Rockwind is in.
Tavern. All right. In front of, and it's there that you're able to catch up with Agamond.
Okay.
All right, so we invite him to our room, or does he invite us to his?
You guys appear at his room.
Oh, okay.
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 He has a large suite.
So, dude, I would have tried to, use an intermediary like the host of the hotel or whatever to set this appointment so that it wasn't like we're just knocking on the door.
Hello there again, he says, recognizing just Eddie.
Yeah, I think Eddie is the only one.
No, I would have gone too because I have to persuade him to help.
Yeah.
And while
I would have gone.
And while we're walking, I say, there's no reason for Agamond to know exactly why we want him to do what we do.
Oh, no.
I think...
In fact, it's going to be a practical joke, actually, if that works for you guys. I think that's how we should pitch it.
Practical joke.
I don't know.
I think that's something I can work with.
You can work with that?
Instead of a joke, it's we want to intentionally embarrass the lady.
I'm with you guys.
I'll turn to you. What's a practical joke?
It's a joke, but a practical one.
Okay.
So, are we...
I'm just as lost as you are.
So just for everyone out there, my character has an 8 intelligence.
Okay,
that's why I'm acting like
Wonderful.
an idiot.
No, that's perfect. And Ace just doesn't know what's going on.
Right, exactly. He's not like an idiot. He's just like, yeah.
All right. He greets you. Well, hello there. It's been quite some time.
Yes. Hagamon, my friend. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. How's your son?
Vraska is fine, thank you. I'm sure he'll be excited to hear from you.
Yeah. He and I we had a pretty good time. Now, I'd like to introduce you to an associate of mine.
Zafrina.
One more time.
Zafrina.
Here has a little maybe a little job that you might be interested in helping me with. You're the kind of person that I think could appreciate this.
A job?
Not a job, really. Zafrina's going to do a better job explaining it. I'm just making the introduction here. So
The Lady Zohara and I oftentimes find ourselves at odds. And I would be curious to know if perhaps you would be open to causing her mild embarrassment.
Are we inside the room or are we still out
Yeah,
in the hallway?
in his suite.
Okay, so we're not talking about this outside.
Causing
Okay.
her a mild embarrassment. I mean, of course, I would compensate you for any of your time and your talents. But she has a necklace that she loves, and she's always talked it up, and she's so proud of it. And as just a simple matter, really, she always brags about how wonderful it is and how it just seems too good to be true. I'm of the opinion that the necklace is just for show. It's not even real.
While this conversation's going on, I'm going to be walking around the room looking for any valuables.
Of course.
I believe that it is
Couldn't happen to a better person.
either illusionary or perhaps not at all what she makes out to be. And if unclasped, it should just disappear. And I would be curious if you're the right man to help cause this embarrassment. Or just while I am speaking with her, to have the necklace unclasped, and let's see how real it really is. Do you want me to roll
Make a
anything?
persuasion check, yeah.
Okay. Just as a...
Oh, and actually,
I have subtle spell.
Oh, okay.
I have subtle spell as one of my meta magic things. So I'm going to use a point to also guide myself.
Okay.
Nice. 14 plus 4 is 18 plus 8.
Okay.
No,
Very good.
doesn't
I
work.
like it.
It's 26.
Well, I've never much cared for the Lady Zahana, but I don't know exactly what it is you mean to achieve from it. What's in it for me?
I say, well, I already suggested that I'd be willing to compensate you for your time. What would you like to have it in it for you?
I would... He is one that likes... Let's see. There is a gallery of items and antiquities that the Lord keeps there. I would not mind it if you could perhaps get find out the location of this gallery for me.
I think that's a fair exchange, a location for a minor embarrassment.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, are we speaking an art gallery? Is that the type of antiquities that we're looking at?
I don't think so.
And is it
This
on
is
the
this would be his. This would be Lord Eliphas's private gallery. I'm not looking to look through and peruse his artworks and such, but there are several items that he claims to have in his possession that I would like to know if they are real or not.
You just want the location, not an item?
Just the location of the gallery.
Okay. Kind of boring, but okay.
That's doable.
That's assuming we can. Well, I think that's doable. Right? You mean a location for that?
Out of my pocket, I pull up a small wooden coin. And I say, if we have found the location by the time that we are ready to perform our little trick, I will slip this coin into your palm, and you'll know the game is on. If I don't, you know that we've been unsuccessful in our attempts, and to don't worry about it.
You will write the name or write the location of the gallery
On the coin?
on the coin and give it to me, and then we will, and then
Very well.
I will approach the lady.
I think that's fine.
All right.
Okay.
Do you have an idea of where to look?
I don't. This would be my first invitation to the Palace at Hall.
Okay.
All right, well,
Do I find any valuables?
He's traveling, so probably not too much as far as valuables go. He'd have his trunk or something like that back in his room.
Okay.
But
Oh,
here,
well.
anything here would not belong to him. It might be some fine silverware or something like that belongs to the inn.
Can I pocket some?
He's not going to notice, I think. If,
Great. I'm going to put it down.
whether the silverware is missing.
all right, when we get back to our own room, I say, I think the right approach from this, in my experience, is perhaps later this evening or early tomorrow, before the ball. You had mentioned that you can get into the palace and change your appearance.
Mm-hmm.
The servants, I'm sure, will be in all sorts of a bustle right now, cleaning everything.
And many different uniforms.
Many different uniforms, indeed.
Could
What if you were to make your way into the palace, pretend to be one of these, suggested that Master's personal collection needs to be cleaned because he intends to show them off to a select few?
It's true. Could the vault and his vault be the same vault?
I doubt it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
makes sense.
You only have
Or
a
else-
private display if you intend to show it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or else he wouldn't
And
particularly.
you wouldn't want that in your bedroom.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And he
Do
wouldn't
we?
have-
And we don't
probably he
know
wouldn't have
how many
any of us
levels the
anyway.
building is.
We know-
just
we do.
It's two.
Three.
Yeah.
It's three.
It's
Yeah,
three.
because
So
they
there's
have
a
the
basement?
servant, like the
Yeah.
basement servant.
Okay,
level
but it's going to
first
be
and-
the servants. Okay.
Well, on the map, it looks like there's an art gallery.
Right, but I don't think that's what he's after.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's just a normal door. This is something else.
Could
Yeah.
be part of the art gallery.
It could be anything, but that's why we need to rely on the servant's information.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Well,
he
we
can.
could go in. I could go in. Actually, if do you have a disguise kit where you could make nothing? Okay, so I can. My problem is once I'm not going to be very, very persuasive once I get in there. That's the crappy part about my.
I might be able to help with that. And I can cast enhanceability on you, give you an advantage on
Okay.
the charisma checks.
Okay. That will work. That will help.
Yeah. And that lasts up to an hour. So
Okay. Well, the I think disguise self. How long does it last? Does it last longer than an hour? I think.
I think it's
No,
just
1
an
hour. So I'll have 1 hour
Yeah.
with both. So okay.
that works.
But I guess I can change. I could cast it again. So yeah, I will make my way over to the estate
All right.
and just kind of watch for a while. Who's going
I'll
in
go with
now?
him. Okay. And I'll watch with him.
Sneak out.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure. And I don't know if you want to just try to do straight stealth in, and I'll try to do
I do not.
walk through the front
Okay.
door
Sure, I can try.
kind of thing. So after watching a minute, I pick out the livery. I think that looks like the people that are cleaners. I suppose.
All right.
Okay. And I will do a disguise self to make myself look like one of them, and change my features so I don't look like Eddie, but someone
Okay.
else. Someone else. In fact, they're gonna look a lot like the human version of crap. What is his name? Cameron's character.
Sully?
Sully, yes. yeah. So do
Okay.
it like the human look of Sully's
All right.
face. So, and then I'll go wandering up there, kind of looking like I'm a little lost, or maybe even a little confused of where I am. Like waiting for one of the.
I'll do
Waiting for
invisibility.
somebody
somebody to tell you what the hell to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll cast invisibility and follow him.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Stay
You
close.
find a pair of guards letting people into the front gate, checking on everything. You hear people talking about making sure that everything's ready for the arrival of Lord Eliphas and Lady Zorhana tomorrow,
Mhm.
and all the other guests. And so it's people just going everywhere.
So I'll walk up to the guard and I'll just be like, I got lost. I'm supposed to be cleaning the gallery. Do you know where the gallery is from here?
Make a persuasion check or deception check.
Okay. Do I get a bonus? What's the bonus to my charisma?
You get advantage.
Advantage?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess that's a +4, right? Isn't that what they say it is?
Mathematically, I think it works out to be
Yeah.
+5.
Yeah, +5. Okay.
You just roll good. I don't know what you're talking about.
15.
All right.
That's not
Bad,
bad,
not bad.
actually.
Yeah.
He looks you up and down, and thumbs over to the back and to the right. I think that's
Okay.
where the gallery was at. Is that what it
If
was?
they're standing out front, then
Yeah.
it'd be back and to the left.
Okay, to the left. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
the
I'll just head that way.
Gallery's
and-
over that way.
Okay. I'll head that way and I'll pull out a rag or something I've got to make it look like I've got cleaning equipment.
Yeah, I'm
And,
following him
I'll head into there.
for now.
All right. Inside the art gallery, you find vibrant paintings and tapestries hanging up on the wall,
Okay.
depicting the seasons. And along the walls or in the middle are statuettes and crystal vases and other art objects.
Is there anyone else in the room?
There are plenty of people coming in and out right now,
Okay.
cleaning and mopping and dusting and.
So I'll start looking like I'm dusting some of the
Okay.
stuff in here just to get a look around. Does it look like the stuff that we were described?
No, it's all artwork.
This artwork does not look to be arcane or anything like that.
Not
I'm gonna go look behind the tapestries and like
Okay.
paintings, see if there's any hidden doorways or
All right.
anything like that.
Make a perception check.
14.
14. You're not able to find anything secret in here.
So I'll move along from this art gallery into the parlor, just kind of continuing on my ruse of dusting and cleaning things.
I'm gonna head to the second floor.
Okay.
What's parlor? Anything in there? And
Make a
move
perception
on.
check as
Oh,
well.
okay. I mean, just so. Oh yeah, terrible. My passive perception's 19, but I just rolled an 8.
How did you just roll an 8?
Yeah, because I only have a +4.
He's distracted by keeping time in his head.
Yeah.
10 minutes. Yeah, Jack is like lost count after like a minute.
You don't find anything in the parlor. Make one more perception check, though.
Okay.
I'm gonna head up to the study.
There's a 19.
There we go. That's funny.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Okay, as you are coming back through the art gallery, or as you're leaving the parlor, and you walk back into the art gallery, you find a framing on the wall.
Okay.
Okay, like the wall's got those quarter round framed things where like in the middle of it they'll have a picture hung or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's got all this stuff there. And you pass by, and it's all in brass and nice, like metalwork and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You pass by one corner where a decorative emblem of a snowflake sits there in the corner, and it looks a little bit like it's a little worn
Okay.
to you.
Like it could almost be a mechanism or a trigger.
Yeah, like
If I go over there and
touched
inspect it and start kind of
start dusting it.
dusting it, and then I'll push it and see what happens.
All right. As you push on it, you hear a faint click,
Okay.
and the wall that you are dusting opens up.
Okay, what's back there? Can I look at it? And have you? has
Yeah,
it
am I
gone
gone?
already?
Yeah, so you're
Okay.
up on the second floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's great.
Okay.
I love it.
So I look in there. What is in there? Anything?
Inside is a secret gallery
Okay.
of antiquities and other magical items that
Too bad I'm
are
not there.
in glass cases.
Okay.
You see a bag of just a plain bag just under a glass case. You see some boots, some gloves, some gauntlets.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and
stuff
want to take a quick cursory look. Is there a safe in there? Combination lock of any kind? Am I guessing that this is also where the safe is, or no?
You don't spot a safe in there.
Okay. And then I'll go ahead and close it up, and I'll start. I want to go check out the second floor as well.
Okay. So you're up on the second floor. What's Jack looking for up there?
I think he would go to the study to see if he doesn't know you already found the art gallery, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
going
he's got
there
it.
to see if it's there.
Okay. The study is locked.
Do I hear any voices?
No,
Can I lockpick
not
them?
behind it. Yep.
Sleight of hand.
Yes.
22.
You are playing around with it, and it feels almost like there's something pushing back against you as you're trying to work your lockpick in there, and it keeps slipping back out as you're pushing it in. You get it in there, and you start tweaking it, and all of a sudden the straight part of the straight lockpick that you use to like torque it and everything,
Yeah,
the
the torque
tension
wrench.
bar, will keep slipping back out as you're working on it.
Is there anyone around me?
No.
I'm going to kick the door and walk away. I'm going to the main bedroom.
You see a servant down the hall who's watering some of the plants and stuff like that. Start looking around.
Serious
Wondering what
adult
that-
fun.
Okay.
Dark magic.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like I would be mumbling too, and I walk past the servant. So yeah, I'm heading towards the main bedroom now.
Okay.
So I'll get up to that second floor.
With your passive perception, you probably hear somebody mumbling.
Do I recognize it as
Yeah.
him? So I just kind of whisper to him, in the
Like, what? Whoa. What? Oh, hey.
in the parlor downstairs. That's where the secret art gallery is. But
Do you
were
see
you
what's
able to get into the
It's
study?
the back of the art gallery.
Back in the art
No.
gallery, okay.
I think there's magic blocking my lockpicks.
Okay.
If you want to try, you can. I'm going to the main bedroom.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and go check that out. So I'll go over to the study and I'll cast Dimension Door, put myself on the other side.
All right. Let's do the bedroom real quick.
Okay.
In the bedroom, too far. That's the guest bedroom. In the main bedroom is paintings and gilded frames hung along the walls. This big bed chamber with a giant 4-poster bed in the middle, large armoires and other things around the room as well as like a sitting space and stuff. Make an insight check. What's your insight?
+2. 4.
Okay. All right. You're wandering around and you.
I'm like, it's a nice bed.
Back into. What is it? Okay. You hear a voice behind you. Hello.
I'll turn around.
There's no one there.
I'm going to stay quiet.
Hello. Are you looking for something?
Walk out of the bedroom.
Do you know if his invisibility's gone or he's still invisible? He's
still
just
invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to assume I'm just hearing voices.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, please don't go. Oh dear. All right.
I'll just once I hear that, I'll kind of listen to see if I hear anything else in the bedroom. I'll be outside listening through the door.
It's silent. It's silent there.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I'll go find
That's disturbing.
a little bit. Jack doesn't know how to make a bed.
No.
All right. In the study, you find that the walls of this room are lined with tan shelves stuffed with leather-bound tomes. An elegant wooden desk is situated under a stained glass window. Atop the desk is a thick book with a furry white cover and a crystal ball in a gilded stand.
Okay. Is there, as I look, is there any hidden compartments, secret passages, or where this vault might be? And it's her study then, it looks like, not his.
It is the books as you're looking around. They seem to have titles that deal with magic, arcane histories, stuff like that.
So it could be his too.
You can make an insight check, but
I mean, it doesn't matter if it's hers or his. But I mean, I guess it does though, because we're trying to find the vault.
Yeah.
And the master bedroom might be where it is, though, too.
It could also be here.
Do I find a vault in here? I searched the room.
you do not. The only thing of interest that you find really is that the fur-covered book on the desk appears to be some kind of spell book.
Okay.
It's not like shaggy fur. It's not like a big white shaggy fur. It's like maybe a nice soft deer.
Deer's not very soft.
No, it's not.
So Eddie's gonna look around a minute. He's gonna pick that up and put it under his arm. Because I feel like we might be able to use it for something. So, and then
it's not short
I'm a
for
wizard who likes books.
dog or something. I don't know.
Okay. And then I'll go ahead and dimension door back out on the other side of the wall.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone's gonna see me. Or not.
You see
What
Eddie
level is Dimension Door?
pop back out
Third.
into the hallway.
What do you have there?
But unfortunately, the same cleaner who was watering all the plants and stuff like that also sees you apparate right outside the door, and she drops the water pail that she was carrying around.
And that's when I'm going to cast Modify Memory on her.
Modify me.
Yes.
Give me the book.
Just love all your new
I
spells.
I will.
Hey, exercise authority.
Hand me the book.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to cast, Modify Memory. She's got to save 16.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
All right. She
'Cause
does
I'm gonna
not
tell
make
her.
that.
She doesn't make it. I just tell her that she doesn't remember that. I walked out of that door just like normal. Everything's fine. Go ahead and pick up your stuff. Go back to work. And I'm actually your supervisor from a different and
right.
we'll leave it at that.
This is great. I get to deal with Men in Black Eddie now.
Go home. Take care of yourself.
Why are
Don't
we
we
playing a
rethink your
high-level
life?
Yeah.
campaign?
Some
Okay.
swamp gas,
is gonna be
reflected off Venus.
Okay. All right. You guys make it back outside.
Well, hang on. I didn't
Oh,
want to
sorry.
go outside yet because
Okay.
we still need to look around because we haven't
Yeah,
found the.
um,
We haven't
You've
found.
got
the,
a few minutes left.
I'll say, hand me the
In
book,
your mental
and I heard a weird voice in the bedroom.
Calculations.
Okay. I'll hand it to you so that I don't get caught with it, and then I'm going to go into.
I'll put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
Go into the bedroom to see if I can see what's going on. I'm wandering in there like I'm getting ready to clean.
Okay.
I'm going to stay by the door.
Once you walk
I think
in,
the room's
you
haunted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Alright.
for real.
walking around. You see again paintings up on the wall. Big giant poster bed, armoires filled with dresses. And go ahead and make an insight check.
Insight?
Insight.
Get higher than a 4.
So
Is insight?
Wisdom
It's
based.
wisdom.
That's wisdom. Okay.
10.
All right.
It's better than 4.
It's better than 4. You don't particularly pick up on anything too out of the ordinary to you, though. I mean, you don't hang out in big, fancy, expensive bedrooms very
Mhm.
often. But as you are walking past one of the paintings, you hear a voice start talking to you. Oh, hello there.
So I look at the painting. I act startled because I think I would be. I mean, I'm trying to act like an innocent, servant.
The
I'll be like
image
poking
of
my
a-
eyes through the
It's like-
door.
Is he
the
gonna die?
image
Is the
of
ghost
a
gonna kill him?
reindeer with big long horns, big mane of like reindeer.
Hmm.
I'm thinking like Elsa,
Yeah. Okay.
Sven
Mhm.
reindeer type reindeer, right?
Mhm.
It turns its head and looks at you.
That's weird. Hi. Hello.
Hello there. Yes.
Yes.
I'm so glad you came in.
You are fantastic. Who are you?
My name is Oak.
Oak.
Yes.
That's a good name for
Are you-
reindeer.
Are you one of the lady's servants?
Yes, I'm supposed to be cleaning up in here. What
Did you get underneath the bed as well? I've seen so many people come in and not.
Not get
Not
under the bed.
bother with that.
I will check under the bed. I go under the bed. What's under there?
It's empty.
Okay.
Oh.
It
Dusty.
looks really clean under here, Oak. What is it that you do for the lady?
I am her personal assistant to Lady Zorana and Lord Eliphas.
Oh, yes. Well, I also was... One of the other servants was telling me that I needed to bring up some jewelry into this room later. I wasn't sure exactly where I would normally put that. Where would... Is there a safe box or something like that in here that the lady uses?
No, I mean, she's not one to have servants bring up her jewelry. That seems strange.
Oh, it does? Oh, I'm just a servant. I look behind the painting he's talking from.
It's like on the wall. It's just
Yeah.
on the wall.
It seems weird. I'm looking to see what's going on back there.
There's no secret room with a reindeer
With a
in
man
it,
like
no.
looking
No.
through. Well,
There's a curtain.
I'm a
Man
bit of a
behind the curtain.
simpleton. So, no, nothing back there.
No, please put that back. No,
Oh,
come on.
sorry. Whoa, wow. Just
Don't
it's
touch
weird
me.
that
Be careful
painting's
with it,
talking.
please.
I've never had a talking painting talk to me before, so I'm a little confused.
Well, I mean, normally it's only Lady Zorana and Lord Eliphas in here, but
okay.
the servants tend to leave me alone. But I haven't talked to anyone in so long.
Oh, well.
Lady Zorana seems to be ignoring me the last little while.
Oh, really? Why would she ignore you? I don't understand why she would do that.
I don't know. And Lord Eliphas has been staying in the guest room.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Marital.
If you see him, please remind him he has an appointment with that emissary Prismere.
Emissary Prismere. Oh,
In
yeah.
2
when?
days.
In 2 days? Yeah. I will pass along your message. Oak, does that... No other servants talk to you then, typically?
No, I'm afraid they normally just leave me alone.
Interesting. Well, I find you extremely interesting and quite a good conversationalist.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, of course. So you said 2 days.
Yes, that's when his appointment is. I keep their schedule, you see.
Oh, I see. What else they got in that schedule I need to be reminding them of?
That's the primary. That's the thing of most primary importance right now.
Okay. What else do you facilitate for them? Just the schedule?
Well, I make sure that they're dressed correctly and ready for anything that's coming in, that they know of who they're going to be speaking to, and I keep track of all of their notes and things like that so that they can make sure that they are well presented.
I'm sure that you keep a great detailed list of these items. And
Absolutely.
At
What's
this
the
point
most
in the conversation, Jack is going to walk away.
Where's your friend going?
What friend?
The one with the hair.
I don't see anything, friend. What?
He was here just a moment ago.
Oh, it was? I missed it. I did not notice that there was someone else here. And then I go into the dressing room where Lady Sylvana dresses. Does it look like she's got it?
We need to
Just
steal
It's
not something you just put in your pocket.
The main bathroom is big.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a porcelain tub against one side of the wall, and it has two tables stacked with like scented bars of soap and a place to do makeup in and all that kind of stuff. And it's been stocked up now with.
There's no
service.
vault or anything that I can see up in here.
In the back of the room is a short staircase that climbs to a turret, and on it is a 10-foot tall marble statue of a reindeer.
Oh.
Just really
With
nice.
the reindeer. I didn't know. I didn't read that part before.
Just
Yeah.
overlooking the bath on a little dais.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Does that ring any religious bells or anything for Eddie with his?
Make a religion check.
Yeah, well, let me make
Yeah,
sure
there's
we
a
see what I
snowflake
got
and-
here.
Yeah, I'll just walk out. Like, I'm getting really bored with this conversation, so I'm just out.
23.
Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, I needed to reference that. You recognize? I mean, it's the reindeer would be worshipped or revered
Mhm.
by the elves that live up in the hills and in the winter and more winter and snow and stuff. And it kind of clicks with you at this point, like why? Oh, they're having Winterfest.
Oh,
and
that's right. So these are all
they're celebrating
decorations,
that, and so
Interesting.
probably something that goes along with that.
And then are you going to go check out the pad room? I don't know, or what else we need to try to check out here?
I was just going to leave.
Oh, okay.
I did everything I could think of, so.
And then, sorry, there's a couple more things in this bathroom apparently.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And your perception's high enough that you would notice that there is behind the dais that this reindeer's on.
Mm-hmm.
That it looks like that there's more room back past it.
Oh, okay. I'll go check that out.
Oh, that's not. That maybe isn't on the map, or we're just more past it.
I think it's on the map too, but
Oh, okay.
I have to
Are you
go back
talking
and
about
look
the
at your guys'
little-
map.
Yeah.
The one on the left side?
Yeah, it's
Or
on
Yeah,
where
the main bath.
Oh,
yeah,
I
the
see.
main bathroom.
Yeah.
Just that room back there. Back behind there, it's a pool of water.
It's not weird.
Oh. I was going to
Okay.
say, who has a bathroom?
Like a tub?
Not like a porcelain tub, no.
Okay. Just
Back
a
to-
pool of water.
Yeah.
What's in it? Can I see in it?
It's clear. At the bottom, there are some brass designed circles and rings and stuff. And as you touch it, it's freezing cold.
So this could be some kind of a portal or something, I guess. I'm not
Or
sure.
a defense mechanism.
Yeah. But still no vault.
Nothing you see.
Okay. I don't want to get wet in here though. I'd have to look like I'm wet.
Get prestidigitation.
I do not.
I actually don't know if you will look like you're wet. Because your glamour said you would try
yeah.
clothes, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, my...
And your disguised self is try clothes. So you'll
Sure.
you'll be wet. You just won't look wet.
Right.
You'll have West Coast
wet everything. All right.
I still wouldn't do it, but
Yeah,
just an interesting
But I
point.
did touch it, and it's freezing cold, huh?
Yes.
I don't get any other hints off of it from touching it or anything.
Just it is almost ice cold.
I was going to say, last time
It tastes
Jin
delicious.
touched water,
That's
he
true.
exploded.
Okay, I'm gonna go check the powder
Delicious
room.
spring water like you've never tasted before.
Okay. Do
Underground.
any of you guys have any idea where am I look? I mean, I'm gonna go check the powder room and the guest bedroom and stuff, and see if I can find this vault.
I think your time is about running out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
That's
better
why I
get
was
out
gonna
of there.
walk
You're
away.
starting to-
And we were given the location of the
Yeah, the husband said it was in
Yep.
the main bedroom.
right. We just don't know where.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The vault is in the main bedroom. We just
Mhm.
have not seen it yet. Okay.
But you know it's not behind the picture of the reindeer.
Right.
Yeah, Jack thought that was a ghost.
Yeah.
And then he saw you talking to it.
That's all
He's
good.
like,
That
no,
works.
no, that makes sense.
He's a speaker to ghosts.
Okay. So I'll get out of the estate then.
All right. All right. You head back. Do you?
Sounds good.
I'll relay that information to
Safrina?
Zafrina,
Mm-hmm.
about what to put on your coin, so
Okay,
that Agamon knows.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll
where-
pull out the book. I want to investigate that. Kind of see what that is.
Yeah, I'll check that out too. And I will hand Eddie a ring I just finished.
What is that?
It is a ring of spell storing,
Nice.
Oh,
up to 3rd level. So,
okay.
The spell book is
because I just realized you might be able to use
a
that.
wizard spell book and contains many
During
spells
Geist.
in it. There were some that you were looking to learn.
I when they pulled that out, I'm like, did you take that from our patron?
I got it from Eddie.
Not necessarily from the patron, from his wife, but we can return it. I just want to take a look
It
at
would
it.
probably be a good idea to do so quickly.
You think so?
Well, let's just logic some things. If
Like-
I was a wizard and all of my power was condensed into this little book, I would want to make sure I knew where that little book was all the time.
Well, you just found it just lying out, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't locked behind anything.
Well, it was behind the door.
Locking at the door that I couldn't pick.
And he had a dimension door in there. I'm just saying there
Wasn't there
might...
an orb on top of it too?
There was a there was
Crystal
some kind
ball.
of crystal
Yeah.
ball.
There just might be some very real world consequences for taking that specifically. In fact, I'm going to go for a walk.
You know,
When
I think
I get
she's
back-
right, because the last time I tried to steal a book, I got threatened by a
When I
dragon.
get back, I hope that book is no longer here. And I take my coin and the information he sent, and I go off to find something I can use to burn
Okay.
the information
Oh, okay.
in, and I'll work downstairs.
I'll give you the spell.
I'm assuming that
Yeah,
the
I can. Yeah.
I'll work in the main common
check
room.
something.
It's a wizard
So
spell
that-
book.
Oh.
wherever these guys
I
are
can't
with
use
the
it.
spell book, I'm not.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
and taking that advice to heart, as I
mean, it's probably fine to keep for a little bit.
was going to say, I was just going to investigate it just to make sure it's hers, and if it is hers, yeah, get rid of it, because if she can scry where it is, she will also know who might be fighting against her,
Mm.
which might not be a good idea.
Okay. It is clearly hers.
Okay.
She's got this book belongs to this book is property of,
It's property of.
right there. Very front.
Zorhana? Or
So, yeah.
Zorhana.
Let's see.
Should we just go give this to some little kids?
You know that? Come to think of it, that might not actually be a bad idea. Because
They broke in.
no.
I'd love to see some little kids just whip out like fire shield.
I mean, like extrapolating, if someone is controlling her, the last thing we want is for her to first realize who we are, and second, have a spell book when she does. So,
I'm not there.
We could burn.
I left already.
these things don't burn.
I know.
Um,
I've never done.
Can you scry on something that's in a bag of holding, if you've got one.
I do have. I don't know if you can though.
You cannot.
All right,
Put it in
just,
there.
Yeah, I'll just keep it in there.
I guess that works.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that or not, but you can. So.
I
I
also-
figured, but I don't know how.
Yeah, I was,
I also prepare a
That's
second
how I
note.
always play it.
Okay.
yeah. At least eight's
I
would know
want
that.
small, something that I could easily slip to.
So are you writing down the correct location of the
Mhm.
gallery? Okay.
I am. And then the second note is just, it says something to the effect of that keep an extra pair of eyes on Agamon, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Agamon.
Agamon,
Yep.
that he has a personal interest in your private collection
Oh. Okay.
and very sticky fingers.
Who do you plan to slip that to?
The husband.
Oh, okay, great.
That works.
Okay. Awesome.
That way you double deal it. I like it.
You're
Yeah.
lucky I didn't find the hidden because I probably would have stolen something. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't want to take anything out of there and get that all going.
It's
But you'll
always-
take the wizard
It's always
spell
good
book.
to have disposable contacts.
All right. All right. So the next evening, you guys are ready to show up to the gala.
Yeah, sure.
If I get all dolled up and ready to go.
All right. What is Eights doing? Like, how does she disguise or
So-
dress up herself? Or,
Yeah.
or hide her equipment and stuff like that.
As far as the immovable rod, she can actually just incorporate that into her armor, so at least she has that.
Okay.
No visible weapons. She'll leave the cannon at home. I think, other than that, would there be problems with a Warforged showing up to something like this? I mean,
Not necessarily.
Not
Paul Watch,
necessarily.
they're still Warforged around. And
Yeah.
There are probably one or two others there from the Apex Council or whatnot.
Yeah.
I'll leave my cloak and my staff, but I'm gonna put some like ornaments on my horns. The horns are kind of, I figured out how to describe them. They're like Maleficent style,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like-
okay.
good stuff.
black.
Nice.
I was looking at her picture
Horns.
too. Yeah.
So
And I think
I have
let's
cobbler
see.
tools and I'm proficient with them, so I make little hidden pockets in my boots.
Okay. And you're
I feel like you already would be there. That's where my
You're
lock
the
picks
reason
are.
I gotta take my shoes off.
airport?
Every dang time.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna.
No,
plan
I think
on-
I think other
Passing
than that,
disguise
she's
stuff.
just gonna
Okay.
be wearing
Well, you've got
a
your armor.
They
What
have
are
my glamour.
what are the names on the invitations?
They are names of minor nobility.
So none of our real names.
No.
yeah.
So we have to take on these personas. Kind of.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, she'll just
Hope
be
nobody
she'll be
knows
wearing a bronze mask.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, the invitation just gets you in the door.
Oh, okay.
It's not hello, my name is.
Oh, I guess they nobody
They
announces
don't have names.
and nobody announces us as we walk in.
Oh, they might. You're right.
yeah.
No, you're right.
And I mean,
Well, now they will.
Eights can introduce herself as the spokesperson of the Audax Intrepidus because that actually is who she
No.
is.
Well, I mean, but that's not who your invitation is, says
Oh,
you
okay.
are.
It is
So we'll just
Okay.
we're Intrepidus is not there.
right.
Yeah.
We've been given handcrafted invitations from the Lord
Gotcha.
hosting the ball, so we are whoever he says we are.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So,
All right.
it's-
But he's given us
it's
specific
like that.
names, likely so he knows when we arrive.
Mhm.
He's like, oh, my team is here. Great.
Yep.
Are we arriving together?
Well, we have to. We have the same invitation, so yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess that's
if
true,
If
huh?
our invitation says we'll do whatever it makes sense to do.
Right.
If we have similar last names or the same last name or
That's
Yeah.
why I was asking.
Whatever.
Because if it makes sense, then yeah. But
Okay.
Yeah.
You could make a quick history check to see if you think that. Sabrina could probably make this check to see if she knows any of the names on here.
do you want
She's
all of
met
us
the
too, or
last
just
one.
Safina?
Just
I'm-
her. She's
I'm
the
going to guide myself.
one that
as
would
well.
have any contacts in social circles and whatnot.
16.
So they are like of the four names, like you don't even recognize one of them. You feel like you've heard them or heard of them, but they don't ever travel in the circles that you're in or in
I'll
that
be
kind
that
of
one.
height and stuff like that of the social ladder. So as far as minor nobility goes, we're talking like bottom rung.
They're
Yeah.
very lucky to even be at the ball, much less
Correct.
assume somebody's going to talk to us.
Correct.
Definitely that one.
Perfect.
I do
So-
not have any other clothes than my
Duchies
Swashbuckler.
that are out on the outskirts of the city and whatnot, and not duchies, but
Yep.
you know what I mean. Families that are out on the outskirts and whatnot. All right.
Perfect.
But what you notice though is they're not necessarily related to each other or.
Okay,
or
so we can all show up
you can show up at
independently.
different times. Okay, you arrive at the hall, and you find.
On our way there, I just go over the plan one more time.
Mhm.
Just being like, I'm going to slip the coin to Agamon. I will engage her in conversation once you see me do that. That's your key to start getting ready to Dimension Door.
Right, so since we're having Agamon,
you can do your own teleportation, so I can
Mhm.
just do he and I. And since I know exactly where the master
Mhm.
bedroom is, Eights and I can just go immediately.
Okay,
Right.
that's what I was going to ask. So I'm with them now, since
Yep.
you're okay.
And
Okay.
so I'll be, and then after I give the coin to Agamon, I will, and I finish my conversation, which I expect will be somewhat brief, just long enough for him to slip it off. The thing will disappear, and then I'll,
Okay.
you come up with something, and then at that point, then I'll slip the note to the husband, because I assume Agamon will slowly make his way off at that point.
All right.
Hopefully we can get him caught in the act, and that
Mhm.
will further distract things.
And as we're in line, kind of shuffling up toward, like what security would be, that's when Eddie goes, oh crap, and I pull out this this thing of alchemist doom, and I look at Jack and I'm like, here, put this in your bag of holding, quick.
I just have everything in my bag of holding right now,
So-
and I'll just go invisible.
I knew
So-
Jim bought those.
And so
for-
that's our plan.
Yeah.
So once you guys get in there, then it's up to you to get it out of the vault and then put it in the bag of holding,
Alright.
and then we'll return it the next day or something.
Yep.
Okay.
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 But we'll have to return it discreetly, and go from there.
Okay.
All right. Agamon's. All right. You guys enter the party.
Mhm.
There are guests all over. The party is decorated with crystal snowflakes, a big chandelier, crystalline chandelier that has little snowflakes hanging down from it. The drinks are all served with ice cold, are all served ice cold, and they're frosted glasses and whatnot and everything too. And people are talking about how lovely it'll be able to see the moon rise out of the big window at the back of the ballroom as it comes up over this winter solstice here. There's dancing on the main ballroom. Where are you guys all going to?
I'm going to
Wallflower here.
clock Agamon
Okay.
and
Trying to look as non-robotic as possible.
And yeah, I'm gonna try
and
out.
slip him the coin.
Okay.
And
Just walk by and put it into his hand. I'm not even going to engage him in conversation.
yeah, and Eights and Eddie will play the wallflowers, just kind of watching
Mhm.
everything and waiting for our time. And
Yeah, once I see you guys teleport, I'll just go invisible and head up, and then I want to watch.
Yeah, you have to watch and make sure the thing disappears.
Exactly,
Because if
that's
he
all.
doesn't, then
Mhm.
then I will whisper you with a message and be like, "Hey, you double cross this or whatever."
Exactly. So yeah, I'll go invisible, and then I'll go up to the balcony so I can kind of watch everybody,
Oh, there we
and then
go.
watch them. So that way I'm closer to the main bedroom
Okay.
rather than being on the ground floor.
All right. Eddie, you would be the first to spot Lady Zoana.
Okay.
She is dancing. There's a waltz going on
Okay.
a very stately waltz going on in the ballroom. And she is dancing right now with another nobleman who you would recognize, Zafrina would recognize as not being Lord Eliphas.
Okay.
Just someone else who is trying to, chat her up or whatever. But
Right. It's
she
not uncommon
appears-
for the lady to dance with
Sure.
a number of other people's.
She is not engaging very much in talking back to him.
Does she
She will
s-
nod or
Does she seem distracted or just not into this guy?
make an insight check.
And she definitely is wearing the necklace then.
And she is definitely wearing the necklace. She has a long blue gown, and it has this necklace, platinum around her neck that is embedded 8s with a soul stone.
17 on my insight.
So
Okay.
that's what I was
Okay.
figuring.
She is
at the.
acting aloof and just not interested in the conversation that's happening at all.
Right?
Okay.
Unfortunately. Fortunately, unfortunately.
Oh my God, I remember
At
reading
the
that
sight
stuff.
of that, I cast Detect Magic on myself and just start to see if there's, like, I don't know, is there anything to the necklace besides the stone inside it?
Different than other times when you detect magic, you can see an aura
Mm-hmm.
on things. In this case, you see the aura of this necklace has almost like spiderweb cracks running around the stone. And you can see light, like this magical light that like shines out from these cracks every now and then.
I was going to say, could I... That's probably something I've seen before, unfortunately, in Tobias, right? Is it comparable?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
The magic
It's
escaping
broken.
from it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a broken soul stone.
Yeah, and the consciousness inside of it is really messed up.
Is mad.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So, we're dealing with a broken soul stone. Okay. I guess I don't know of anything to do but wait. Yeah.
Okay. The dance ends, and the gentleman bows to her deeply, and she gives him a curt nod.
I will grab a drink for me and a drink for her and,
Okay.
go up and say, "Darling, that was wonderful. You look exhausted. Have a drink." And I hand it to her.
She takes it, and her cold fingers brush up against yours.
And I say, "Oh my goodness, you're freezing." And I take her hand in mine and, rub her hand. And I say, "Reminds me of stories that I've heard about you in the, what is it? The Polar Game or whatever it was.
Express.
Not the Polar Express. I doubt she's into trains.
No.
The hot chocolate I hear is amazing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Uh, oh, the Winter Prince, is that right?
Oh yes, the frost. What is his name? Anyway, yes.
And I say, I've spent quite a bit of time.
The Prince of Frost.
The Prince of Frost. Spent a bit of time in the Fey realm myself. Did you enjoy your time there?
It was fine.
Really? What did you find? What did you think of the food?
The food was adequate.
What was the most enjoyable part for you? And as I'm doing this, is Agamon getting in
Yes, so
position?
he's coming in position. She's pausing for a second, and
I'm still just warming her hands.
okay. As soon as let's see how good he is. I'll roll for Agamon.
Oh, I think that's a touch spell. Damn it.
Is he as skillful as he is a jerk?
Does he have advantage because I'm distracting her?
Does he have a-
I would think that he would.
Well, you also have the thing is on her neck, right?
she's-
I think it could be argued both ways, right?
I mean, of course it could, but
D&D. It could be argued either way.
Hey, my next plan is for you to throw a dagger at it and try to
Done.
knock it off that way. Let's get
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
here
gonna
It
say,
might hit
as
her
he- as
on
he
purpose, but
walks back behind. As he walks behind her, he catches your eye.
mhm.
just as she's like looking off past you now, she's basically dismissed you. And
That's what I do.
he walks past her, and you can see him just reach up and just flick, just barely touching the back of her. Her hair's up, so he just barely touches the back of the clasp of the necklace. And the necklace falls off of her neck. And as soon as it's about halfway down to the floor, it disappears.
And
I was going to say, what would happen
And I just say,
if it doesn't disappear?
oh, Zohana.
That'd be
and I just say, oh, Zohana, what happened? What happened to your necklace? It was here, and then it was all of a sudden gone.
She grabs at her
And
at her neck.
are we
And
just
obviously,
able to see
my
everything that's going on?
hands,
Yeah, you can
my
see that.
hands are still holding hers.
Oh, you're still like,
because I'm warming her hands
Okay,
still.
okay.
I think
so-
what we planned was as soon as they started the distraction, you guys would
Yeah,
head up,
so
and
we're
then I
gonna-
would be
okay.
watching.
Bolt.
So as soon
Yeah,
as
we
it disappears,
don't-
I'm going
And so
into
I
there.
Okay.
look for Eliphas, and I'm like, I think she's somehow just seemed to misplace a necklace.
Eliphas is not to be found
Oh,
down
okay.
here, actually. As you look around, she stares down at where the necklace disappeared. Then she looks back up at you, and her eyes have gone steely blue.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a new character.
Her face, as much as it was not interested in you before and was just
I'm gonna
almost blank,
subtle spell.
is now extremely
I'm
upset.
gonna subtle spell. Cast Death Ward on myself.
Death ward.
Smart.
That's probably a good idea.
Yep, and with Eddie, we're like, go, go, go.
Yeah. And
we're
I don't have a chance to hit ignore and go.
Yep.
I mean, try to do it stealthily so no one's necessarily going to just watch two people.
I feel like I was
And
already
I
up
say,
on the
"You were
balcony
wearing-
watching all of
You were
this.
wearing it. I saw it fall, and then it disappeared. And I was like, "Is illusionary jewelry in?"
I know,
But I say
know
it-
an excellent
I-
illusionist.
and I say it loud enough so that it was supposed to be a whisper, but obviously I'm trying to embarrass her.
Right. She goes, I don't know how pale, she's already pale. But she opens her mouth and begins to scream a deep,
Is this a spell?
throaty scream. No, not yet. But she's about to cast a spell.
Okay.
Look up her spell list.
It's coming.
Has this happened after we've dimension doored?
Yes.
I've already booked it to the master bedroom, so
she-
you're on your own.
She grabs your hands as you're trying to warm up. She reverses her grip and grabs your hands, and then starts speaking in this infernal
Mhm.
language. This.
I subtle
And-
spell counter spell at 4th level.
Okay. She casts Cone of Cold, a 5th level spell.
Okay, so is it a roll off then?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not down there. Also, while I run, I'm going to pocket anything that's small enough to pocket.
Let me see what counter spell does.
Okay, it's 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay, so I get a 14 on
If
it.
if they create a spell at 3rd level, it fails and has no effect. If it's
And we teleported
if
straight
it's
to
fast,
the bedroom.
if it's
No,
4th
we're
level or
just
higher,
putting
make
the
a
bedroom.
ability
Now we
check.
gotta
Right
just
It's
there.
10 plus the
search,
spell's
find
level,
the,
so it's a 15.
find the thing.
Is your
I mean, I think it's near that water.
you make
It's
an ability
probably
check
around
using your
there.
spellcasting ability.
Great.
So I was going to say... Darn it. That's, yeah.
I rolled a 17 on the die.
Great.
Nice.
All right.
And then is she speaking Infernal?
Yeah.
What is
no,
she-
she's speaking deep speak.
Oh, deep speak.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I did say infernal there, but it's actually
Okay.
deep speak.
Well, I speak Infernal, so I was excited for a
Oh,
second.
okay.
And I was like, really, love, poor form. And then I just take my hands away and I walk off.
Okay, she's gonna keep attacking you, so we'll roll initiative.
But,
Oh,
but I'm going to weave through the
Oh,
other
okay.
people, so
Mhm.
obviously it's...
Did no one else notice that?
Uh,
Everybody should have.
well, they notice that she's
Angry.
She's angry and,
She's
and
screamed.
yelling in some language they don't understand, and makes a chill go up the back of their necks.
Mm-hmm.
But she did not get her cone of cold off, so she didn't like blast everybody.
Yeah.
Good thing. Good counterspell.
That's
Good
distracting
job.
enough, right? Okay.
We don't want everybody to die.
Nope.
I don't
Do
care
we
about
think the
everybody. I
guards
just
are gonna go?
don't want me to
I
die.
imagine so. She's probably going to start freezing
Alright.
the guards.
So you start trying to make your way away, and we will pick up again
Ooh.
next time.
Oh man.
See if you can escape her and also get into this vault now. So the necklace is gone; it's disappeared.
Yep.
And you teleport up and let them know, and we'll see if Sabrina actually can make it away through the crowd.
Don't
I'm
die.
hopeful that I can. Is it my? It's my turn though, right? Because counterspell's a reaction.
Yeah, yeah,
So can I do one thing before we leave?
sure.
Can I cast subtle spell again? So that'll drop me another sorcery point
Mhm.
to do slow.
Okay.
And so she would have to do DC 17 Wisdom save.
Okay. She is slowed,
Cool.
Nice.
That works.
so that will help you guys out next time.
Let's not kill our patron's wife
All right, great.
or any of his guests.
So,
Well, this is exciting.
Or any of his guards.
It's fun to get into this with you guys. I've
Yeah, I've loved it
Playing
so
through
far.
so
yeah, and,
You guys are
and
great.
everything's been subtle spell, so it doesn't look like I've done a damn thing.
That's the best way to do it.
All right. Once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Glad that you were here. And again, if you'd like to play with us sometime, send me an email. It's dragonskeeptv, same name as the channel, @gmail.com. And we'd love to get you on and have some fun playing. So until next time, you can find us at Dragon's Keep in Orem. Stop by and say hi to Seth or whoever else is working here. You might even see my son working here now, which is great. So,
Awesome.
all right. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
See you guys.
Thanks.
Always takes a second. All right, see ya.